Hey guys, this is the Duda2 and this is another video. In this video I want to try something a little different. I want to give my opinion on a couple topics. I'm sure I'm going to get some slack for this, but just remember I'm not necessarily promoting, stating that this is good or bad. I'm just giving my idea of what was pretty, what's worked really well for me. Lately I've been playing Computer Go quite a bit, trying to build up my strength against computer, and I've been playing Crazy Stone on my tablet, and I've had a couple really interesting games, and I play Crazy Stone on its hardest, toughest difficulty, and it's very strong. It's close to I believe it's like a 4-Dan rank for the Crazy Stone on the tablet and phone program, and it's a 1 or 2 Dan rank estimate, rough estimate, on the computer program, which is stronger. But I was able to beat it with a 9-stone handicap, and after playing it constantly, tons and tons of times, there are a couple strategies I tried that worked really well. So I don't know if this will be helpful to you guys or not, but if you're playing a much stronger player, I'm going to show a couple tips to make your game, your handicap game, a lot stronger. I don't know if at least it works at least on Computer Go, but try them out. If anything, you'll learn something from trying them out. But I think, it's my personal opinion that using these methods will make your game a lot stronger, even if you're pretty weak. Because I don't consider myself very strong, but every time I use these types of strategies, it always gives me a much better result. And once again, this is just my opinion on things, and these are things that I've tried that helped. Whether it's good strategy, bad strategy, we'll leave it to the pros and the really high-ranking people to tell me. And I'm sure I'll get some comments, and feel free to, just so you know, I'm not necessarily promoting the idea, I'm promoting the idea of trying it out. Okay, I'm going to start off with, there's a very popular Fuseki pattern. Well, I don't know how popular it is, but Bruce Walcox, I believe, is the founder of it. It's called the Great Wall Fuseki. And I've covered it basically before, but let's go over it again real quick, because I'm going to show basically black will start here, white will choose a corner, black will play here, white will choose a corner, black will play here. And white's thinking, heck yeah, give me these corners, baby, Black will do a large knight, white will take the corner, black will do another large knight. This is the Great Wall Fuseki, and Bruce Walcox had fairly good amount of success with this. The stones are considered over-concentrated, yeah, but the advantage of this is what it does is it separates the board effectively into 2 halves. So now, as long as black can keep this line all the way up, black is guaranteed a good amount of influence, and black is effectively limited or forced white to having at least 2 groups. Not a major thing. Most games, you end up with a couple groups anyway, but really good players can keep one group the whole way through, and what you're doing is, because you're, black, what you're doing is you're preventing that from happening. Pretty neat. Now, we know this is pretty strong, right? Professionals have used it and had some good amount of luck with it. So, by professionals I mean high-ranking Dans, I guess. He would only be considered a professional because he does go for a living and makes it, so a technical point. We'll not linger on it. So, how does that help you? Well, you get to the handicap. Apologize for the setup time here. Listen to that beautiful sound. This is my buddy's Agathis board. I had a couple requests to do videos on this, so I threw it in. Let's say a lot of times, white will play over here, or sometimes they'll jump in the middle somewhere, right? Well, let's say they play a standard-ish type deal. Okay, well, black could play here, white will, I don't know, maybe do a type of extension or something just to solidify itself before it starts jumping around. And boom, there's your Great Wall. So not only do you have 4 corners, right, as a basic, and your center stone, but you also now have, on top of that, with 2 moves, you have a Great Wall Fuseki. Now, let's check something else out. Maybe he's not paying attention, right? White will play somewhere else. He's like, well, you know, I'll move over here or something like that. Looky, looky. 2 Great Walls. You have a Great Wall this way and a Great Wall this way. You know, White does something to secure the territory and Black plays over here. Probably a decent example. Now, White efficiently, or in theory, White has to only fight and live in this tiny area, and this tiny area, and this tiny area, this tiny area. Black should not for sure, not, you know, positively, but if Black's able to keep these stones all connected, you know, Black has plenty of influence to make life, and White is fighting one heck of a battle now, because White now has to live in a small area, small area. Okay? Now, let me take this. Okay, so this is one strategy. If you get this double Great Wall going on, in my opinion, that's very strong, and White's going to have a tough time. Now, obviously, you're playing somebody who's a lot stronger than you, so any type of an elimination or any type of defensive maneuver you could do before you start attacking his stones. I mean, if you look at it, White's got a little bit over here, a little bit over here, but just look at the saturation. I mean, this is massive. All right, and then my opinion from there is, you know, any group you have in trouble, you want to, even, I'm not saying it's in trouble, but let's say it is in trouble, you just want to run toward, your group, right? You might get cut off, you know, I mean, you're playing a stronger person. I mean, now, you know, it's running toward the group. You know, White could cut it off if it wants, you know, let it play its slow moves, right? I mean, White's got to live before it can attack, so, you know, something like that. Basically, what I'm saying is, if your group's in trouble, or you have a stone in trouble, you now have many paths of escape. You know, Black could escape this way, Black could escape this way, Black could escape this way, or Black could try to live in the corner. And if Black can live in the corner, man, now White really has a tiny area, right? So that's one strategy. I'll show you one more, and then we'll call it. And I look forward to feedback. But I'm sure even high-ranking people would admit that's going to be kind of tough to play against. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty confident in that. The other strategy I've actually kind of seen done on a 4-stone game before, a couple times. But I mean, if it's a good strategy on a 4-stone, I mean, I would say it's a great strategy on a 9-stone. So let's see. White plays. Say we'll assume he plays in the center someplace. Boom. You know, White plays somewhere else. Boom. White plays somewhere else. Boom. You know, White decides to build somewhere. I'm just throwing these out there just to show you the theory here. Now look at this. What does this do? Well, I believe it effectively guarantees you the corner, maybe, right? It's a possibility. If it doesn't guarantee you the corner, it at least guarantees you, I would say, at least some of the corner and the side, right? Depending upon what White does. If White wants to invade here and you don't feel like attacking, you could move over, right? Something like this. And now, you know, White decides to build a base there or something like that. Black could do something like this. And now look at this. No matter where White goes, my point is, no matter where White goes, you could always put a lot of pressure on him. Right? And now, let's just go over the shapes here. My next move for this shape would be either here, or if you want to be more solid here. Right? That'd be tough for an invasion. these type of shapes work for me really well, right? And if white does some type of invasion in here somewhere, this would probably be common, or this, if black does this double, I admit it's slow, but you're ahead, you know? I mean, this is strong, right? This is strong. This is that cup shape you're looking for. This is strong, right? This is fairly invasion proof, right? Even this up here, strong. No matter where white goes, you know, white jumps there, make your double. Now boom, white's got to jump to the center. And what happens? You know, or live, fight a tough battle. What happens? You know, black can play slow or strong. I mean, this is tough. You know, white's going to jump back here, right? But, I mean, look at this. You can keep it connected. I don't know. Maybe I'm yabbering too much. I'm trying to keep it pretty basic, but if you look at this, you know, this is pretty strong. This would be the strategy I'm talking about here. Deny the corner, right? It's hard for, it's easier for white to fight when he takes a nice corner and builds from there. Just destroys corner right away. 4 moves, boom, corner's yours. And if you're still looking to make it even more powerful, look at this. Boom, here's a great wall. Fight that. That's pretty tough. Do your double great wall, and I would say you're off to a great start of beating a much tougher opponent. You know, any of these, and you could even base it, you know, if he wants to jump in the middle, deny his corners. If he wants to jump in the corner, build your great wall. Either way, you have a really nice start, you have a really nice base, and I mean, besides the fact that you know, it looks pretty, it's symmetrical, every area is very strong, and you're probably not going to get isolated. You know, white tries to surround you, you run here. White tries to surround you, you run out. You know, white builds a base, you run out diagonally. It's easy to keep everything connected. I mean, obviously, a good player is not going to let you do this the way you want to do it, but these are strategies that's worked for me, and I'm going to make this a two-parter. I'm going to show you, I saved the game that I played. It's one of my best games I ever played, and it's a handicap game. I'm playing Go against Crazy Stone with a high difficulty level. I think it's level 9 or 10, which is as high as it goes. And I used this strategy, and you know, I just played a great game. I got the win, and this strategy worked for me playing against a computer which is way stronger than I am. I shouldn't have been able to win, but again, maybe it won't work so great on humans. I'm looking for you guys' opinions. I'm guessing most of you guys are going to say, you know, it seems like a pretty good strategy. It's a matter of if you can pull it off, yada yada. But I'm looking for your opinions. You know, this is how I learned too. Hopefully this gives you guys a tip when you're playing a 9-stone handicap game, or even a 4-stone handicap game. This works pretty strongly. I've seen it recommended by tough players. So that's about it for the video. If you could do so, go to the Youngstown Go Club and like my Facebook page. I'm trying to get some likes for that. I appreciate everything. You guys have been a great audience. You've had great questions, and hopefully this is useful information for you. That's kind of my goal. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next video.